Oh, hi. I'm gonna let you in on a little secret. Closer. Closer. I'm overwhelmed.
She's overwhelmed. Yeah.
It's that time again where I have maybe bitten off a little bit more than I can masticate. Welcome to my little experiment. One of my favorite videos I've ever done when I just went out and did my little travel painting. Selfishly, because it's an excuse for me to just go out and be a child of nature. So what I've gone ahead and done is ordered 3 different travel watercolor kits in varying sizes and varying prices, just to see what works best for me. Scientific research, while also allowing me to forego all of my responsibilities and just sit out in a field, possibly squeeze in some frolicking in there. Oh, we'll see. Let me show you my current setup. For the past few years, when we travel anywhere, I like to do a little travel painting. Why am I out of breath from going from one room to the other? Yeah, whoa. And my current setup looks something like this. Kind of bulky, right? So it started just this. My little notebook. My watercolor palette that has definitely seen better days. And then, hold on, wait, let me unsheath it. Watercolor, paintbrushes, pencils, so I can mark out what I'm doing before I actually do it. Let me show you the 3 things that I ordered. Right, so let's start with what I will affectionately dub Big Bertha. Comes in a fancy case, pretty expensive. So this is my top of the line, 265 schmackaroos, which is more than I like to spend. I just wanted to see if the more you paid for something, if it was any better quality or not. Okay, whoa. Box within a box? I feel like I'm unearthing a secret. How do I open you? Yeah. This comes, what? Huh? Oh, I take it back. Go back in. So this one, I need to go buy watercolor. Whoops, sorry, my mic wasn't on. Ha ha ha. That's that. We will go more into that when we use it. Next. Obviously, it is much simpler. Just this cute little wooden case. Cute. So it already has paint in it. Love that. Comes with its own little paintbrush pen. And then this, and it all clips together. Would you look at that? Okay, so that's medium Bertha. Last but not least, look at how little. Shing. Oh my goodness. What would the teeniest, tiniest little paint palette be without the teeny weeniest little notebook? It's so small. To top it all off, this carrying case. Come on. It's so small. As you can see, we've got a different array. It was supposed to be a cloudy, miserable, rainy day, and it ended up being absolutely glorious. We're gonna use one of these today. I am going to try the medium-sized one. Let's pack up what I need and skedaddle. Also, before we head out on this quest of painterly proportions, this video is sponsored. And to talk a little bit about that, here's sponsor Rachel. Responsibilities. Am I right? I don't know. While I clean my entire house for an event this weekend, I think it's time to take a break and talk about today's sponsor. And that is June's Journey. Oh, you can really see my garble of 3D print nonsense in the back. Everything's fine. If you've been here any amount of time, you know that I am June's Journey's type woman because I absolutely love it so much. It is a free-to-play mobile game, whodunit, murder mystery, hidden picture game. And what I mean by that is you progress throughout the story, which is of the main character, June Parker, trying to solve her sister's death. It takes you throughout countless countries, countless scenes, beautifully illustrated environments, and you have to find the hidden pictures that are prompted to you. There's something about this that just soothes my brain. Personally, for me, I like to see how fast I can find each object, and I've gotten pretty good at it. In addition to these scenes, you also have your home base, which is the whole island. You can get fun little buildings, fun little props and people and animals, seasonal decor. A little cherry on top. I am 1000% genuine when I say I play this game all the time. I've heard from a ton of you that you love the game too, so that makes me very happy. That is June's Journey. If you would like to download it for free, you can head to the link in my description, or you can scan this handy dandy QR code. Future. Thank you so much, June's Journey, for sponsoring this video. And before our dues are in any way furthered, let us continue our peaceful, calming painting journey.
I know exactly what goes on.
Doesn't seem like there's that many people today, which is good, because I am anxious and awkward. Tell me why I can go to a gas station dressed as Jon Snow or a drive-thru dressed as but the idea of someone seeing me film myself makes me wanna hurl. So I've got a little bit of a walk. The spot I want to go is over here. Here we are. Are you truly a frolicker if you don't have number 1, favorite field, and number 2, this beauty right here? Back in high school, me and my friend Monica used to come here all the time and we called it our favorite tree. So I'm back. It's lovely. Although I'm gonna be honest, I did not really think about the fact that it's been raining for a millennia and that the ground is a little squangy. Did not cross my mind. This has like a plastic bottom. I'm gonna try to plop it down and see if my cheeks get wet. Find a good spot. I think maybe like, yeah. Sketchbook and paint, snacks, a film camera, not too bad. That's pretty dang easy. The buns are dry. Finally got to cement my favorite tree onto paper. Here is my subject, like that. Because these have mud on them. Let's get started. Still have yet to master trees and branches. I think I tend to make them a little too rigid when in reality they're just kind of very organic and rarely have straight lines. So my trees are always just a little noodly. Anyways, I'm sure that will come with practice. Calling this one done. My tiny internal Kylo Ren tends to be a little too present when I'm working on watercolors.
More.
Ta-da! It's quite cute. I do like working in this scale. So teeny, so cute. Really like this palette. It's a good variation of greens, a good mixing area. I know this is just the first one, but this might be my favorite. I don't know. I do think right now is a good time to wrap it up because it's starting to get very windy. I'm gonna pack up and roll out. Thank you, tree, for being the most beautiful model. morning, everyone. Day 2, we're gonna give Big Bertha a little spin. It's very like, if you don't get it right in the right position, it's hard to put back. Okay, whew. Yesterday, I went out, a bunch of watercolor paints, $4.99 a pop. It's okay. I figured if we're going expensive, I might as well go the full bougie experience and see if it makes a difference in quality. Honestly, a little nervous about this one because it's like real painting. I feel like the other one is like, I'm a painter. But this one's like, je suis peint. I don't know. Honestly, I don't know why it makes me anxious. Don't know how convenient this is gonna be for kind of like a quick travel painting, but I guess we're gonna find out. So let's load her up. Didn't take me long to realize that I needed to account for the toxic sludge that was gonna come out. Oh, what is that? That's not what I want. Gross, man. After that was thoroughly evacuated, I started filling up the tubes. I got a lot of different shades of greens, yellows, browns, black, blue for the sky, and then just orange. It was about then that I realized that I could not transport these because they were very liquid, and that I would then have to wait for them to dry before I proceeded. So this one obviously has a lot more moving parts than the other ones. Okay, so this is where water goes. I don't know why there's 2, maybe for clean and then for mixing. I'm just gonna fill both of them up. Oh, no, what? How? It popped off, and not in a good way. Come on now, monkey brain, figure it out. I don't know how to get this back on. Ah! And it's leaking. Okay, listen. This is not watertight, apparently. So, never mind. I guess these are to fill when you get there. I'm not trying to be Neanderthal on purpose. I did it. I'm so smart. Human evolution, baby. Brushes. I'm still gonna bring my little watercolor pen that already has the water in it. This has space for brushes, so I figured, why not take a crazy chance? Looks good, I guess. No time like the present. Let's go. All right, we're here. There are so many people here. I don't know the spot that I want to do. It's on full display. And despite me dressing like a time traveler from the Victorian age, I don't enjoy eyes on me. I do not wish to be perceived. I might walk around a little and see if there's maybe a little bit of a secluded spot. Ooh, I wish I could just get over it. And I'm just a scared little guy. A decent spot away from Lmao's. Check this bad boy out, get it set up. I hope no one walks by because this makes me look very professional, and I can assure you. That. Yeah. Yeah. Shoot! Be gone! I guess let's just go for it, yeah? Now, one thing about this is that it does have a little screw-in for a tripod, so you wouldn't be as big shrimpin' as I was. I considered it, but I don't have a stool or anything, so it wouldn't have really made sense. Consider was losing my shade spot, so I did have to make the great migration of about 10 inches over. My favorite part, of course, is adding in the little details like this little water line from where the water rises. Alright, I think I'm gonna call it on this one. I am also losing my shade again.
Bird. He's so cute. He just took a tubby and now he's drying off.
Ta-da! I actually did enjoy this setup. It was nice to not have to hold it. That being said, is the painting any better than if I were to just use a portable one? All right, so I'm going to pack up here, which might take me a minute, and then we can move on to our third and final experiment, which I'm quite excited about because it's itty bitty. Let's go. Look like I'm interviewing nature.
You're gorgeous. What do you have to say for yourself?
I shall save you the obnoxious wind noise, but basically here I was saying something about how it felt weird traveling so light because all I needed was my purse and the blanket.
There's turkeys over there. Let's see. Come here, turkeys. Give me a little gobble-a-goo. Who's little turkey? Oh, he's gone.
I don't know about this as a spot, but there is approximately 5 million turtles over there. So I think they're turtles. I also have the eyesight of a mole person.
This is now Turtle TV with your host, Rachel.
Not exactly stealthy. My lunchbox paint set in my pocket going nor my footsteps of a lumbering forest giant, but you know. Look at him! Oh.
Hello, you're beautiful. And I love you.
Turtle cam!
Precious.
Alright, I should probably find a spot now, huh? Yeah, I think that's it. I quite like the continuous road in a painting. I'm gonna pop a squat right here. And so she did pop that squat and then suddenly realized her mistake.
Ugh.
Spot in the shade? No, why would she do that? This might be a very bad decision. Putting her true Taurus stubbornness aside, she decided to move. Hold on. I don't love this spot. It's kind of out of necessity because otherwise I could probably paint with my sweat. That's gross. Okay. I think I'm gonna take some liberties with this and add a path where there kind of isn't one. This is so small, I don't know if it's gonna even matter. Let's get set up. So silly. Oh my god. Wow. Pencil out what I want. All right. This would actually be really fun to bring on a trip and just have a bunch of teeny weeny little travel pictures in here. started carrying around a white paint pen because it's really hard to add in highlights and whites with watercolor after the fact. Just a little guy. I'm calling that good enough because I have never had so many ticks on me and my clothing in my entire life. So I need to do the world's most thorough tick check. Turkey. What's that like to see a turkey? Hello, friend. Come on over, baby. I don't know if you can hear it, but there's a mourning dove cooing away. I thought I would tell you an embarrassing story. For the first probably, like 27 years of my life, I thought that sound that they make, the ooh, 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 I thought that was the sound of an owl when they sleep. Nick and I both thought that that's the sound they make when they snore. For a good chunk of our relationship, we would hear that noise and be like, oh, it's a sleeping owl. You've done well. Really enjoyed that. Aside from feeling like I was becoming one with the bugs, this size, I think it's really stinking cute. And yeah, obviously you don't get as much detail. Kind of like that it adds to the experience. I've said that before, part of the reason I like going somewhere, like doing little travel paintings. I feel like when you look at the painting afterwards, you remember where you sat, what it smelled like, what it sounded like. This kind of adds to the memory bank because you also remember how it felt to paint so small. You know, does that make sense? I found it very enjoyable and it took me like maybe 10 minutes. Good job, friend. Tick check and roll out. I even managed to fit in some frolicking in there. Let's talk final results. This was a very informative little experiment. Let's just go chronologically, starting with medium Bertha. I am inclined to say that this was my favorite. Generally, when I do these travel paintings, it has to be something that fits in my suitcase and it has to be something that's not going to take me super long because when you're on vacation, a lot of times you don't have a huge amount of spare time. So it needs to be something that I can do within like 30 minutes. I liked the colors that were in it. It had a nice little mixing spot, which the one that I've been using doesn't really have that and kind of made me realize how much I needed it. The footprint is so small and it just clips right on. And you're good to go. I will probably end up retiring the crusty old biddy that I've been using and switch over to this one. Second, Big Bertha. I had a lot of reservations about this one. Generally did enjoy using it. It acting as its own easel was really, really convenient. I like how the painting came out. I like the setup of it. It's nice being able to pick your own watercolors. But this one had a lot of cons for me. It's just too big. It's kind of like comparing apples and oranges, I'm aware. This is not tiny travel kit or anything. It's kind of in its own category. I felt like it drew a little too much attention to itself. You can't really be stealthy and paint like that. Super freaking expensive. It's from an art company, it's handmade. I don't necessarily think you need something that is $270 plus the watercolors that you then have to buy to make a watercolor painting. I feel like I probably could have made the same caliber of painting with the cheaper one. Of course, you are paying for the easel, the sturdiness of it, the storage. And then finally, I don't really have a name for this, I guess, Tiny Bertha. I might honestly take this one with me as well because it's so small. I just think it would be really fun to fill that notebook up with tiny little paintings. I am a little biased though because I adore tiny itty bitty little things. This just makes me happy in general. And then using it was also super easy, very low stress, low maintenance, pop it open and use it. I really liked it. So yeah, that's about my thoughts on that. This kind of just proves that it's not really about the price and expensiveness of your supplies. I feel like you can make the same art either way. This isn't really like a super legit review or anything. I just honestly needed to escape the house a little bit and it was nice to get outside and enjoy nature before Massachusetts becomes Satan's actual arsehole. Please, please, please let me know if you like this. I would love to do more experiments like this, travel painting in general, maybe using a new medium. I recently found out that gouache is like watercolor, but you can build the color up, which is my main problem with watercolor. So maybe I need to try that. Let me know. Once again, thank you so much, June's Journey, for sponsoring this video. If you want to download it for free, you can use the link in my description or this handy dandy QR code. Grateful for you all. I love you, whether you're new or old to this channel. If you're new here and you feel like sticking around, feel free to subscribe. I upload every other Friday. And we have fun here. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye. She's a kitten girl. Yeah, she is. Bye. Did I actually know exactly what it was? Oh, my day. I am actually quite impressed with myself. Wow. It's got a root straight to the kneecap. I think there's a bug in my hair. Weedle, 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 weedle. La 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 la.